Hello, my name is Steve Bowler, and in this video what I'm going to do is be configuring RIP version 2. We're going to be taking a look at RIP version 2 authentication and also the way RIP version 2 finds the best path through the network, which is hop count. So what we can see in this lab is we have two end routers, router 0 and router 7. Router 0 is advertising the 150 networks, and we have on the other side of the network router 7, which is advertising the 170 networks. And what I've done so far is I've configured all the interfaces and all the routers are up already. So now what we need to do is just go in and enable the RIP routing protocol on the routers. We're going to go ahead and start with router 7. Under global configuration, to enable RIP, we're going to do the command router space RIP. And then under here, what you can see is that we have a lot of options. Under RIP, we advertise networks into RIP using the network statement. On router 7, we're going to be advertising the loopback interfaces, which are 170.0. Actually, first, what I should do is show you that we are going to be running version 2 in this lab. Version 2 is going to allow us to configure authentication between RIP neighbors. It will also allow us to advertise subnets within our RIP version 2 updates. In version 2, RIP we will see is a classless routing protocol, whereas version 1 was class full. We're going to do the no auto summary command, so we won't be summarizing the networks in the class full network boundary. Now what we can do is go ahead and configure our networks that we're going to be advertising into RIP. In this case, both of our loopback interfaces, which are 170.0.1.0 and 2.0. The next thing that we need to do is advertise our directly connected networks into the RIP routing protocol, which is the serial interface and the fast Ethernet, which are the networks 192.168.57.0, which is the connection to router 5. And then we want to do 192.168.27.0, which is our serial connection to router 2. Now that router 7 is done with the initial config for RIP version 2, we're going to go ahead and go for router 5. And all we're going to do on router 5 is advertise our directly connected interfaces into RIP. So we're going to go again to get into RIP. Router RIP is the command. We'll do version 2. We'll do the command no auto summary, and then we're going to advertise our directly connected networks, which are 192.168.57.0